15 days ago, amidst rising tensions, USS Narwhal departed Norfolk, Virginia to commence operations in the Guick Gap. Tensions between the USSR and NATO have been extremely high in the past months. It seems any and all diplomatic options have now broken down. The Russians decided to aggressively storm through the Fulda Gap region of West Germany, and a state of war was declared. US forces have fully mobilized, and convoys loaded with men and material have already begun to transit the Atlantic. Soviet submarines are attempting to break out en masse to attack our convoys. USS Narwhal and other NATO forces will stand in their way. On November 28, 1984, Narwhal got her first catch of the conflict. New sonar contact bearing 203 degrees, designated Sierra 1. Hello everybody, Wolfpack here, and welcome aboard USS Narwhal as we begin our 1984 NATO campaign in cold waters. We have a new contact designated Sierra 1 that is to the southwest of our position. I do believe it to be a surface ship. We are currently at periscope depth, so we will be able to confirm that rather quickly. Let's switch down to merchant ships here for identification, and indeed it is a freighter.
Sierra 1 is classified as merchant.
Let's go ahead and raise our periscope just to check that out. And let's see exactly what she is. If we will update this to master, indeed we did. There she is. Yep. Mark target. Merchant ship, so we will not be engaging that. Downscope. Let's begin to deploy the towed array, as we do have that in the permit class, which was a one-off design, and thankfully the permit is extremely quiet. And here we go, we already have our submerged friend, I'm willing to bet, Sierra 2, which seems to be near Master 1. Let's drop down below the layer, drop down to 200 feet please, and let's rig the ship for ultra quiet. Perfect. We have Mark 48s loaded in all 4 torpedo tubes. We are going to set them up to all go active. And one thing is these torpedoes are wire guided, so that is going to be extremely nice to play with. And we should be able to easily destroy whatever this is. We only have a single contact, so I'm guessing it's an SSN. I doubt it's going to be a whiskey or something like that, operating all by its lonesome. Victor. It's like possibly a Victor 1, or a Victor 2, or a Victor 3. All signatures are very similar. It looks more like a Victor 2, but we're going to go ahead and go with Victor 3 and automatically assume it's the most dangerous contact. And according to our TMA, this contact is moving away. Are we in her baffles? Oh no, no we're not, because the Victor 3 has a towed array. Yeah. What's her depth? 800 feet. I'll have our fish run deep. Yeah, she is drifting. Let's wait for the solution to get a little bit better. Oh yeah, she's gonna be a bit closer than that, huh? Let's wait until we have a high solution. Man, this Victor's going deep, deep, deep. The maximum depth here is 1,300 feet for the Victor. Let's see the signature, and if she goes active, she is picking us up, so we will need to be ready to counter launch in the case of that. Let's go ahead and make a slight course change. New heading 220.
Left 2.
Let's drop down to 500 feet. We have a very good track on Sierra 2 now. Our solution's at 95%. We're going to try to maneuver into her baffles and launch our torpedoes from there. Oh, I should say torpedo. I'm hoping one torpedo will be more than enough to finish this target off. It is very quiet though. Ambient noise is extremely minimal down here. And she is pretty close to detecting us here. Like I said, if she goes active, we need to be prepared to counter launch almost immediately. And let's see, we're gonna have our torpedo run straight. She's kind of match depth. With us, it looks like our Victor 3 friends at around 800 feet, more or less, so should be a-okay here. You know what, let's actually drop down. Let's go down to 700 feet, please.
700 feet, dive high.
But now it's really just a waiting game and being nice and patient here as we try to maneuver into her baffles or wait for her to turn south. That would be ideal as well. It does look like she is actually making a slight turn. That's possible. I may just be imagining that, but anyway. Slow and steady wins the race. We're gonna wait this one out. Okay, this is it, folks. We have successfully maneuvered into the Victor 3's baffles, as you can see, and we are good to fire. I'm going to fire our torpedo, and we'll have it dogleg here. So we're going to fire it to the south here. And then we will have the torpedo turn west to engage the target. And everything's set up here. All right, tube 1, fire.
Tube 1, aye, sir.
Okay. Tube 1 is away. Like I said, we're going to have it dogleg, so it will run south for a few thousand yards, and then we will have it turn towards Sierra 2. Gotta love wire-guided torpedoes. Good old Mark 48. One should be more than enough to put this Victor 3 to the bottom. She is wiggling around a little bit. She has been turning, you know, south or north and south just a little bit, but more or less staying on a steady western course. We want to make sure this torpedo stays in her baffles. Looking good, though. And we are not going to proceed to reload that tube. I'm contemplating loading in a Moss. We do have decoys, but I decided against it. I think we're going to be just fine here. All right, we're going to have our torpedo start turning in towards the target, turning on a bearing of 215. Our torpedo is around 2,000 yards away from the target, and the Victor 3 has still yet to conduct any evasive maneuvers. I was worried about counter launches coming our way, but honestly, I think she's going to have something to worry about relatively quickly. I'm wondering, just using passive sensors here, we have such a good bead on the target. I don't really see a need to even use active sensors on our Mark 48. Oh, this is looking extremely well. This is textbook, really. This setup here, I am quite happy with it thus far. Let's adjust our torpedo slightly, though. And let's see, what is the... Yeah, I mean, depths are pretty similar. And we should be able to guide the Mark 48 in extremely easily. Okay, folks, here we go. Our torpedo is about to go active. I'm legitimately shocked. This Victor has not decided to conduct any sort of maneuvers. All right, guide the fish down.
Con, fire control.
Weapon acquired. Oh my goodness. And it missed. All right, let's loop our Mark 48 around. And that's exactly what I was worried about, the counter launches there. Oh my goodness, that... I can't believe it missed that. That was so perfect. All right, those are two torpedoes being counter-launched, though. I don't think they have any idea where we truly are. All right, we'll guide this in ourselves now. All right, no need to even go active.
Noisemaker bearing.
Impact.
261.
There we go. That is one Victor 2 going down. It looks like they launched their torpedoes to the west. They had no idea where we were. Perfect. And they launched a noisemaker, but that was not going to protect them against our wire-guided torpedo at that point. And with that, we are clear to leave combat. Let's go ahead and leave. One Victor 3 engaged and sunk. We have 15 Mark 48s remaining, 2 Mosses, and 8 harpoons. We gained some experience and all of that good stuff. I'm not sure if this was our actual mission objective. There are loads of Soviet submarines trying to break out in the North Atlantic. Excellent results, but unfortunately this was not your mission objective. So we did not engage the submarine that, well, Command wanted us to, so we will continue and engage the next one. Look at all those Soviet subs that we just have to chew through. All right, our depth is 50 feet, and our heading is 007, speed is 7 knots. Contact bearing 082, designated Sierra 1. XO status report. Let's go ahead and load a Moss just in case. I'm not too worried. We are in a Narwhal. I'm feeling pretty confident. All hands man your battle stations.
Contact bearing 082, designated Sierra 1.
All right. Deploy the towed array. First thing we want to do.
Sonar new contact
And
bearing
there's Sierra 2.
027, designated Sierra 2.
Sea conditions are a little rougher now. All right, signature. This Sierra 1 is absolutely an enemy sub, and so probably is Sierra 2. Looks like Victor's again, really.
Sonar Sierra 1 is classified as submerged submarine.
Okay, we are at PD, so let's go ahead and raise ESM real quick, just to see. Make sure this isn't a warship. Okay, raise radar and periscope. I'm curious if Sierra 2 is a surface ship. It is. It is a surface ship. Fantastic.
Sonar Master 2 is classified as merchant.
Perfect. All right, and that's all I really need to know. So Sierra 1's our primary issue. Looks like our deploy our towed array. Okay, drop down to 200 feet, please.
200 feet, dive I.
Okay, the Victor is hanging out at 300 feet. And looks like, once again, expected, heading west, trying to break out into the Atlantic. We can try to pull the same maneuver off again. Let's prepare Tube 1 for a counter launch, though, just in case things get pretty spicy right off the bat. And I have it as a Victor 2 right now. Which is possible. I mean, I like to assume things are the most dangerous out there, and the Victor 3 has the towed array, of course, but I don't believe it is. Line number 3 is not lining up. Yeah, I think Victor 2 is it. So it's not as dangerous. We should be able to maneuver into our baffles extremely easily by comparison. Of course, once they go active, that is problematic. Let's rig for ultra quiet. She's heading south. Look at that. Okay, let's increase speed to 10 knots, please.
Make turns for 10 knots. Helm, steady course.
Our solution on Victor 1 is really good, and she is cavitating for some bizarre reason. We just got that report. Here she is. Solution's at 95%. She started cavitating very briefly. As you can see, it is definitely a Victor 2. No towed array on the back there. That is very odd that she started cavitating. It probably was an accident. I'm not going to fire just yet, though. We want to lost contact.
Sierra 1, last bearing 093. Contact faded.
Interesting. All right. Let's turn new heading 145.
145. Helm I.
please, and reduce speed down to 5
Make
knots.
turns for
Start
5
listening a bit
knots.
more.
Maneuvering aye.
See if we can relocate her. No way she went that quiet that quickly.
Con
Very odd
maneuvering.
behavior.
Making turns for 5 knots.
There we go. Reestablish contact. Very odd indeed. Okay, well, a nice little game of cat and mouse we're playing here. Once again, I do prefer to be patient and maneuver into a extremely suitable firing position where it'll make it difficult for them to fire back at us. The best way to evade torpedoes is to not have them shot at you at all. That's Well, things are getting really interesting now. We are both closing in on each other, and it looks like she may be able to start picking us up on active. Let's rig for ultra quiet. And if anything, we can just come to a complete stop, and hopefully she'll pass right by us. Let's prepare tubes 2 and 3 for launch, just in case things get really spicy here. There we go. I think we're going to be in the clear. Hopefully. It looks like the Victor 2 is operating near the surface. Alright, let's
Come
adjust
right to
heading.
1-1.
If she goes active, we are absolutely done for. that is for sure. She will absolutely pick us up. Okay, I'll stop. I'll stop.
Make turns for 0 knots. Maneuvering aye.
She is what, around 1,000 yards away and closing. New heading 170.
Come right to 170.
We'll just kind of drift here and make like a hole in the water. And we'll see what she does. Oh my goodness, she is awfully close, isn't she? Now we just cross our fingers and hope we are not counter-detected. Oh my gosh, this is... this is the stuff I love in cold waters, though. We are extremely close to one another, 600 yards away. Alright, make sure tube 1's ready to go. Still undetected. Okay, folks, we are going to start moving. Let's increase speed to 2 knots.
Make turns for
Get those screws
2
turning.
knots. Maneuvering aye.
There we go. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. We'll slowly try to maneuver here into her baffles. It should not be too difficult at this point. Let's increase speed to 3 knots.
Make turns for 3 knots. Maneuvering aye.
Nice and easy. Get ready to launch. In case things get scary. Because things are already extremely tense. Very tense. But our plan is working. What is her depth? She's right at periscope depth, really. Okay, let's come up to 150 feet, please.
150 feet, dive aye. Dive at 150 feet, dive aye.
Okay, everybody, we have done it. We are in her baffles. Tube 1, passive. Tube 1, fire. Heading 200. We will dogleg it right into her. There we go. Tube 1 away. All right, Tube 1 is away. Maneuver on target now. And there she goes. Fantastic. Let's see our torpedo. Let's have it run passively right up until the moment of impact. Go. Actually, we'll have it go. Okay, torpedoes acquired. Easy. Right into her screw. Didn't even see it coming.
Lost contact. Sierra 1. Last bearing 230. Contact breaking up.
After playing in the whiskey for so long, it's honestly amazing playing a submarine that is highly capable, such as the Narwhal. As Victor number 2. A Victor 2, our second Victor. There's a joke there somewhere. Going down. Adios. And with that, we are clear to leave the engagement area. Leave combat. 1 Victor 2 engaged and sunk. Fantastic. I am not sure this was our mission objective either. Nope. So we have more submarines to chew through, but that is okay. I'm sure we will be able to do that effectively in the next episode. I do hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to leave a like and comment, especially on the first episode of a brand new series. It really helps out. Anyway, until next time, this is Wolfpack345 signing off, and I'll see you all on the next one.